Hi everyone, and thanks for checking out my channel. I'm going to have a look at the WTI crude oil analysis for the week ahead of us and looking at what happened last week. So of course, no question about the uptrend. As we can see, we are still pushing up quite nicely, but was expecting some resistance in that area. 66, of course, rejection, but now we are struggling to actually break above 64. And I think the scenario that I had in mind, where we would have had that cup handle pattern pushing on 64, slightly above, it's probably not correct. As we have seen, we got false breakout that would have not actually happened if there was the proper structure. So I believe we need to get back to a different scenario now. Looking at now removing this, and potentially we are currently still building the figure, but potentially under 66 and maybe having something a bit like this that is not pushing to the upside. Of course, that's not validated yet. It's still building up, and should we actually start seeing that accumulation, we're going to get that break above 66. I will go relatively high. You can see target will likely be the next resistance, so that's 75, but not there yet. At the moment, I was trading short on WTI on that 4 hours divergence we got on that drop, so it was pointing to a loss of momentum. When we do break some level like this, there's a really high chance that the price will actually drop back. I don't believe we're having many fundamentals reason. There's a bit of output increase next month from the OPEC, but all these things been priced in, so this is more about profit taking, I guess, and some more technical trading, any more than just the fundamentals that are still pushing to the upside. So that figure, I believe, is valid. We're gonna get some major support in that $62 area, where we'll probably close the trade. As we can see here, we have the trend line that's quite solid. If we do, of course, exclude that anomaly that we're having here, that's not really, I wouldn't actually consider that to be normal. So if we take that support here for 24 and then we move alongside that quite nicely, and we're now compressing that 66, so that's all looking good on the bullish side. Wouldn't hold short position for too long, and waiting for some proper signal on that trend line here at 62. If we can get a bit below, it would be even better. We'd have a massive support area between 61 and 62 that will offer a really nice option to enter long with a stop loss under 61. So that'll be my likely plan for the coming week. I'm hoping for some potential bounce to the upside early next week before we do actually start breaking lower again, and hopefully making some nice divergence that we can get long entry points in that area. If we look at the quote report, it's another sign that that breakout was not about to actually push much higher, and we can see that during that time open interest increased, so that's bullish. But then we've seen that the swap dealers, they continued to actually reduce their short positions, so that's showing they are not actually expecting much higher price in the short term. The managed money did actually only close some shorts, so they were actually pushing the price to the upside with some sort of a short covering. That's usually not really strong, especially in that configuration where the price is already quite high. And we've seen that many traders been actually positioning on the short side, apart from the retail traders that have been on the right side, if they did actually exit on that break here, which is potentially unlikely. So in any case, I'll be looking at long entry. So as I said, 61, 62, 61 would be a perfect entry point. So we'll break that trend line a bit, but usually trend lines like this are highly unreliable, if I can say. They usually move a lot, so there's no issue with that one to actually take it and move it lower like this. That's no problem. We will not make the touch that nicely here, but it's not that important. Usually these levels, they are not respected very well. They are just indication where we are on the chart, and I don't actually use them too much, but just reference point. I will push the handle a bit lower, but I think 61 will be, of course, perfect exit point for the short position. And I think a quite safe entry point for long as well. So yeah, that's about it for that analysis. I wish you safe trading, and I speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.